So I may have judged it a bit too harshly, because Aptitude actually makes this gun incredibly powerful on that single Incarnon shot. In my slip ad circuit video, I may have been a bit too critical of the Braton Prime. One comment in particular actually stood out to me and made me realize that I was maybe a bit too harsh on the old workhorse. They gave me a few ideas and a few thoughts to kind of go ahead and rethink my Braton impression, and I actually did that. So today I spent some time rebuilding the Braton and trying a few things and ended up with some pretty satisfying results. So let me show you what I got. So first and foremost, for the first evolution, I went with Daring Reverie, because I think the base damage increase that you can get is incredibly high. Also, it is surprisingly easy to fulfill. So Channeled Ability active sounds a bit tricky, because there's not a whole lot of abilities that fill that gap. But there's one in particular that is subsumable, and that's Gloom from Sevagoth. Also, the base ammo efficiency is incredibly good for just building up your meter, or just using a non-Incarnon build. The other one, Munitions Grit, is pretty good if you use a non-Acuity build, because you can also just do multi-shot, and that gives you extra multi-shot and extra damage from your multi-shot, which is very, very nice. But I prefer the Daring Reverie option because it's just easy to fulfill with any frame. After that, for the next evolution, this is just your quality of life upgrade. You pick whatever you prefer. You can either use the base ammo capacity, which works a little bit better with the multi-shot upgrade because it does consume from your reserves. I like Void's Guidance for accuracy and weapon recoil because I'm going for an Acuity build, so that means I need to land those headshots. And then Gunsmoke Pickup allows you to get some ammo restore chance on punch through. And then lastly, I went for just the raw crit chance and crit damage, just for a more standardized build. And then in terms of modding, this is a build that relies on primary deadhead for the headshot multiplier and the easier to keep up and to stack base damage, as well as an extra recoil reduction, which makes the gun an actual laser. And then for the actual mods, we have Galvanized Scope, Galvanized Aptitude, Primary Acuity, Vital Sense, Hammer Shot, Critical Delay, Malignant Force, and Prime Cryo rounds. This gives us a Viral on base and Viral in heat on Incarnon mode. So when it comes to having active channel ability for the showcase, I chose Excalibur because we can just press 4, and the Exalted Weapon counts as an active channeled ability. We get a pretty decent base damage, and as we stack up, now we have Deadhead at max. With Primer, it actually functions really well. And then if you go to Incarnon mode, you can get some pretty nasty numbers.